What's up, nerds? Welcome to the Mobile Musings for Wednesday, May 8th. Fairly eventful night, but not too much to report on. I ended up staying up fairly late last night because there were some nasty storms rolling through. Wanted to make sure that somebody in the house was awake if we needed to go into the basement. Luckily, we didn't. Uh, Unluckily, I'm friggin' tired. Uh, yeah, so it is what it is, though. Gotta make sure the family's safe before everything else. Um, yeah, today I think it's a fairly uneventful day. Don't have a whole lot going on today. It's Wednesday, which means it's Monday for me. Confusing as hell if you don't have a normal, or if you have a normal Monday through Friday 9 to 5. But yeah, today is the first day of my work week, so should be a good one. Man, don't have a whole lot to report on from yesterday. Even now that I think of it, didn't get a whole lot done. Was planning on doing a whole lot more than I actually did. Ran into the wall of procrastination and don't give a damn, which is not a good combination of things to do to run into if you need to get stuff done. To be fair, so I was lacking a bit of motivation yesterday. To be honest, wasn't feeling that great, but it is what it is. Watched a really great end to a soccer game yesterday. I wish I had watched more of it. U.S. Open Cup, which is one of the longest running tournaments in the United States, uh, had Houston Dynamo, an MLS squad, facing Detroit FC, which is like a third tier team. Uh, Detroit never gave up. They were down two, came back, scored to tie it up, scored twice to tie it up at 2-2, went into extra time. They both scored in the extra time, so it went into a shootout. Oh, man, and as a former goalkeeper, shootouts still stress me out, but they're so much fun to watch. Uh, Detroit's keeper saved one, and then it rolled back in. He got up, tried to save it out, save it again, but it was just over the line. It was so disappointing, but he ended up making a save later. But the Houston keeper also made a save. It went all the way down to the 11th round of penalty kicks, which means the keepers had to take kicks against each other. And then Houston's goalkeeper absolutely skied a ball. It looked like he just didn't. Or I think he may have hit the crossbar and it skied out, but it did not. It didn't go in. Let's put it that way. But then Detroit's keeper, who had played very well the entire game apparently, and done well in the shootout, stepped up, slotted his home, won it for his team. So it was really cool. It's one of the coolest parts about that tournament is that like lower level teams can come up and beat the top level teams. Which, funny enough, 2017, that's what FC Cincinnati did. That put them on the map. That made them eventually be able to get an MLS club. But yeah, it was a great game. What I watched of it, at least. I did watch the highlights later. There were some really beautiful goals, some great passing. So that's that. You can do anything your mind sets. You set your mind to. Wow, words are hard this morning. It's gonna be a great day. It's gonna be a great day, man. It's gonna be a day. Wow, they're building a Publix right there, and they had to clear the land from. It used to be pretty well forested. There were a few houses up there, and then they're having to reshape the land. So it's pretty interesting to watch that develop. Even though they have to clear cut the land, which kind of sucks, but I'm sure they'll do something about replanting stuff and making it pretty again instead of just a big giant dirt mound. Somebody's moving it. Somebody's moving a greenhouse right there. I think that's a greenhouse. It almost looks like just a cabin. Ah, oh, that's a greenhouse. Anyways, I'm trying to think. Still working on getting the new video figured out. That's part of the motivation, and don't give a damn that I was having an issue with yesterday. It's tough to get in there and do things you don't want to do but you need to do. That whole aspect will probably work its way into the script of the video. I don't want to clean it just because it's easier not to. It's like 6 years of just junk that has piled up, and even before the 6 years of junk, it was however many. Gosh, math is hard. We've been in that house almost 9 years, so it would have been actually 4 years of junk that piled up before I got in there, and 5 since I got in there. So yeah, it's just getting through a lot of that stuff. Organizing the storage, making it organizationally make sense. Yeah, it's tough. Like, it's stuff that's gonna be hard to do, but stuff that I know needs to be done. Stuff that would make life a lot easier and less of the cluttered mind, cluttered space issue. But yeah, so it needs to get done. It'll get done. I just need to get the motivation to do it, and probably starting the film and putting it out there is going to be motivation to do it. So just need to get getting, and we'll get it done. And of course, stopped at my favorite stoplight, or apparently that's what it thinks because it likes to stop me all the time. So okay, I'm rambling now. I'll check you nerds later. Have a good one.